Sarah Craft Klatch, and today is Friday. That means it's another Coaster Friday. Today we're doing the Nightmare Before Christmas, and I picked that out of the fishbowl last week, and that was suggested by Morgan85233, and I have a little twist to it today, so be sure to hang on. I'm going to do two things that make me think of the Nightmare Before Christmas. So we're going to start with very basic backgrounds. I have my Easy Cast mixed, and I have 2 ounces. So I have 2 ounces mixed, and I'm going to add some black opaque pigment to it. I want it to be solid. I'm doing 2 coasters, so that's 1 ounce each for the base. So you mix in your pigment, and then you just pour it right into your mold. And you take your lighter, run it across the surface, pop the bubbles, and then we want to let this cure a good 12 hours before we come back and do the next layer. Okay, I have my images and I have my cutter, and I will have the cutter linked in the description below along with the coaster mold. So if anybody needs to find it, they can. I'm going to place this on here. Now here's a tip. It didn't seem to be as big a deal with the last batch of transparency film that I had, but does seem to be a bigger deal now. I will cut on the shiny side because it seems like the ink will scratch off if I do it on the other side, which didn't happen with the other batch. But this transparency film, same company, same everything, seems to be a little bit thinner, so it seems to be reacting a little bit differently. But it's fine. Other than that, it's fine. So there is Jack Skellington up on that curlicue thing, and then I'm just going to do one of his face, because those are the images that to me kind of scream out Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm working with transparency film again. However, this time we're going to do something a little bit different. This time we're going to use some glow-in-the-dark paint. Now this kind of has a yellowy greeny tint to it, so you could probably find one that might be a little whiter, but I'm just going to go with this one. It's just stuff that I found at the craft store. And I am going to paint all over the back of it, and this is going to take at least 2 coats, if not 3, because it's pretty thin. And I'm going to do the very same here. The pieces have dried, and I was going to put a white background now behind it because it didn't get fully solid. And then I decided, you know what, I am not going to do that. I am going to let the black shine through because the moon is seldomly solid. So I think it might give a cool effect. I have 2 more ounces of resin, and I'm going to pour 1 ounce into each. So I'm going to hit this with my lighter, pop the bubbles. I'm going to slide these guys in there very carefully. With my stir stick, I will press it down. Okay, I'm going to pop the bubbles, and then I will let them cure for 12 hours, and then we'll come back and unmold them. Hopefully everything will go smoothly, and we'll have a couple of cool coasters. Alright, let's unmold these and check them out. I do like the way it turned out where they're not solid, so I'm pretty happy with them. I want to know what you think in the comments below and tell me which one you like best. Now, here's the cool thing is they're glow in the dark because I use that glow in the dark paint, so we're going to check that out. I'm going to turn all the lights off. Alright, let's turn the lights off and see how it looks. Woo! How about that? Look at them glow. I hope you like them both when it's in the dark or when it's lit up. Hang on a second, we're going to get to the fishbowl. Now remember, I pick a new idea out of the fishbowl every week, but the comments have to be on the latest coaster video. So make sure when you're putting an idea in, it's on the latest coaster video. And you do want to stick around to the end in case there are any special instructions. Like last time, I wanted it just Halloween ideas. And generally it'll be anything, but every once in a while I'm going to have some special ones. So let's get ready. Alright, I have Sean Lindsay 1 Hocus Pocus. I had a feeling this might get pulled because there were so many people that really wanted Hocus Pocus. So I'll do that, and I may throw an extra one or two in there too. We'll just have to see how it goes this week. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to put your idea for next week's coaster in the comments below. We will see you next time. In the meantime, stay safe, happy crafting. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Check out some of my other videos, and if you share the video, I would really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.